Though the evidence itself has not been revealed, U.S. intelligence is claiming to have proof of China manufacturing nuclear weapons, a blatant infraction of international treaties. China has made an unmitigated denial of the charges, restating the belief that diplomatic talks with China continue to crumble. U.S. military forces are mobilizing towards the anticipation of possible hostilities. China again denies any involvement in Combain Nicolaz's, oh my God, broadcast through the internet just minutes ago.
Cannot allow my nation to be subjected to the blatant international despotism of the United States or the cronyism of its allies. The world is not yours alone, and the soldiers you send into it are all equally guilty of American fascism. At 5:30 p.m. Greenwich Standard Time, the United States soldiers captured in a just war against their motherland will be executed. Their deaths broadcast for the world to watch.
Rescue the captured U.S. troops. In a desperate act of defiance against the U.S., Nicolaz arranges the immediate live webcast executions of the captured U.S. soldiers. Vyacheslav Grinko will direct the soldiers' death. The executions must be prevented to preserve any hope of stabilizing political relations with the Chinese.
Fisher, we're getting close to war. If Nicolaz kills these men on live broadcast, we're sunk.
Are we worrying about the broadcast or the murders?
For now, the broadcast. It'll buy us time to stop the killings. Nicolaz is broadcasting from an antenna on the roof. That's your first objective. You'll find the rest on your OPSAT.
Hey everybody, it's Cotton here, and I am bringing you some more in my full stealth playthrough of Splinter Cell. In the last episode, we were at the Chinese embassy, and we listened in on the secret meeting that was taking place between Nicolaz and a unknown person. Turns out that person was a prominent general in the Chinese army by the name of Kong Farong. Come on, and I've already made a mistake. But from that meeting, we learned that they plan on executing the captured U.S. soldiers. And in this episode, we are going to make sure that that does not happen. And so at the beginning there, as you saw me do, you just climb over the fence, wait for these guys to have their back towards you, and then move forward. Right behind there is a switch that opens these metal grates right there, so if you want to fool around with that, you know, that's what you can do. But right here, all you have to do is just wait.
General, this is Boundary. The landmines are in place. Make sure nobody without the polarized thermal sensor enters the courtyard.
So all you need to do is just wait until everybody has their back towards you, and then you can move forward. But right here, what you just heard that guy say is that this is a minefield. And so you can see all those things lighting up. Those are mines. And if you step on those, well, if you know how a mine works, you will blow up and die instantly. So we need to make sure, you know, you don't die. And so I believe there's pretty much only one path you can take, which is pretty much this way. You can, you know, when you're playing through, you can use your night vision goggles and see for yourself, but this is how I'm moving around. And so of course you can hide behind objects and, you know, just use the shadows. There are guards up there and up there, and you might be thinking that you can get past this area by killing those guys and running through the light as much as you want to, but you actually cannot do that. If you get spotted by either of these spotlights, the alarm will go off automatically, and there will be a person that comes out of this room. There will be another guard, is what I mean, will come out of that room. There will be another guard that comes from up there, and they will shoot at you. So it is extremely important to make sure that you do not get into the spotlights. Another thing to mention is that this is gravel all around you, so you do have to be careful when you're moving around because if you move too quickly, you will make a lot of noise, and you don't want that to happen. But the thing is that you do have to move pretty quick through this area because of the spotlights. Like right here, you have to be a little quick, but as soon as the light goes past you, you can come over here and into this bin. Oh, come on. Come on. Jump up. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Ah, man. That was close. So yeah, as soon as that goes away, you can drop down here, and you are pretty much free to go. Now, right there was a mine. That's why I had to jump out through the other side. And if you notice, there's a door right there, but that is not the door you're supposed to go to, because there's a mine in front of it. So, be careful. But as soon as you're through the minefield, all you need to do is just come over here, and there's a medkit on the ground. And then you jump on top of this dumpster, and then you have to do a wall jump to jump up here. And now, we are getting close to the antenna. We are actually on the roof right here of the building, and that is the antenna. All we need to do to jam it is just switch it off, pretty much. Now here, the lights turn on and off. And that is an issue because there are guys down there, and they can see you when the lights are turned on. So what you want to do is wait for the lights to turn off and then run as quickly as you can.
Keep the lights off of the walls. Give them fuller highlights. We need to clearly see their faces when they die. Where's our sound man? Make sure we're close enough to hear prayers.
And so this is pretty much concrete, so you can kind of run across it and they won't hear you. The reason you want to run across these is because if you move across the roof, you make a lot of noise, and the people down below will hear you. And you'll see what I'm talking about once we get past this area. If you notice, these are like some wooden planks, and that's some aluminum or metal type stuff right there. So we'll make a lot of noise when we go past it. But if you make noise twice, people will run out onto the roof and try to shoot you.
Something on the roof. Should we check it out?
It's probably another rat, and I don't want to miss the executions.
So that's your first warning. If you make a lot of noise, they'll do that. And if you make any more noise again, they'll realize that there actually is a person on the roof. And they will run out here and they will try to find you and shoot you. But all you need to do is just come across here, and then you can climb up the fence. I believe nobody should see you if you're all the way on this side. But once you get here, you just switch it off.
What the hell just happened? The broadcast antenna's down. We've got no outgoing signal.
You're under attack. The Americans are here. They've taken out the broadcast antenna.
Get Nicholas out of here. I want his helicopter airborne now. I want a squad of technicians with an armed escort on the roof and repairing that antenna. I want the Americans found and killed.
Yes, sir.
Sounds like you shook things up pretty well, but it's only going to buy us a few minutes. Find those soldiers, Fisher.
Now, as soon as that happens, you want to stand up and run all the way over to the other side of the door. You're in complete darkness over there, but this guy runs out and runs in the opposite direction, so just come inside the door while it's open. If you wait for the door to close, it will be locked, so you will have to lockpick it, and you don't want that to happen because that guy keeps his view on this door. So you just want to run through while the door is open. Now we're supposed to go through the door that was to our right, but I'm going to come down here real quick to pick up a couple of items. You can probably hear the wall mine, so you want to move really slowly. That's placed in a really good spot. So just disable that. And you can use this computer to get a data stick, but to the left here we have a frag grenade and 2 wall mines. So pick these up. These might not seem like items you need for a full stealth playthrough, but you will see what happens later on. We might actually have a use for these. Yeah, if you remember in the last mission we had some combat scenarios that's going to be happening again. But as soon as you come through this door, this guy will start coming up here, so just hide in the corner. He shouldn't see you. I had to do this section quite a few times, and for the most part he didn't see me, but he did see me once, and that was kind of strange. I don't know why he did, but yeah, if you're playing differently, when you if you shoot the guy that runs out first, this guy will run out right after he's been shot. But if you leave that first guy alone, this guy won't run outside until you get through this door. And actually, I don't, I'm gonna shoot this out just to be extra careful. I like to be extra careful.
We have Nicolai's on board. Estimated departure in...
Okay, so we know Nicolai's isn't here anymore. That's unfortunate. But man, this part almost took me a lot of trouble. At first I was trying to figure out how to get past here by using distractions and all that, but I found out I can't really do it that way. There is a med kit over there on that bench, but with the way I'm playing, you will not be able to get that med kit. While I was trying to figure this out, I was always thinking, like, I noticed that this guy right here kind of had, he was more facing to the right, he has a bit of his back on his left side, and I always wondered, I was like, maybe I can just walk past him, and it took a few failed attempts, shoot, to actually try it out, and I just got noticed, which isn't supposed to happen. But there is another guy that's back there washing his hands or actually going to the bathroom. Yeah, I don't know who saw me that caused this, so I'm actually going to restart it until I do it the way I planned to. Okay, so in order to jump down without him seeing you, you want to come all the way up against the wall, and you pretty much want to jump onto this post right here. And then you have to move quick, or else that guy will see you. If you linger around too long, he will see you, so you have to be pretty quick here. And when you jump down, you won't actually hang on to anything. And all you need to do is just kind of real slowly creep past this guy. He won't notice you. There you go, and you're clear. So just keep moving forward.
Gringo, this is Nicolai. Kill the American soldiers. Take them to the studio and kill them. We'll release the footage whenever we can. Tell Theron we are moving ahead. I'll retrieve the Ark.
There's that Ark thing again. We don't really know what that is quite yet.
This is Gringo. I want the American soldiers prepped and in studio. The executions are going forward as planned. Yes, sir.
And so here there's a guard right there, but we also have a computer where we can get a data stick if you want to. I believe if you grab that guard, he will tell you where the soldiers are.
That was Gringo. He wants us to escort the soldiers to the studio.
You copy that, Fisher? The executions are going forward.
I heard. We got any more diversions?
Your gun's full of them. Make sure that escort doesn't reach our troops.
Alright, and with that, there is a hole in this grating, and we can go through the vents and come upon a checkpoint. Right, pretty soon. Pretty soon. Right there we go. And with that, I think this will be a good spot to end off this episode. If you thought that was difficult, this is nothing compared to what's coming up next. So, in the next episode, we will continue on further to find the captured soldiers and Chinese dignitaries, as well as making our way through the freezer section of the slaughterhouse. I will see you guys then, and thanks for watching.